Hi everybody, I'm back and I'm back to do a reading. I'm also back to give a little information. So a while back, somebody asked me, I think two readings back, maybe 2 or 3. Somebody asked me if I would please do a look into universal energies and what people can do to support themselves during this time where the earth's vibration is raising. We have all of this light and this high vibrational energy coming in, from the heavens. And, people are suffering with Ascension Symptoms and things like that. So I said, yes, I would do that. It's right up my alley. I mean, this is what I do. I work with energy and I love it. I'm passionate about it. So and they asked me if I do a reading, what does the universe say? So I'm going to do that, but I'm also just going to start out with giving you all some tips and maintaining your vibration, how to shift with the earth's changing vibration and with all of these vibrations that are coming in as our vibrations lift and the veil thins and, our frequencies are raising. There are things that we can do, okay? So one of the most important things to do is to be well grounded. And that doesn't mean earthing, because earthing is something different, and that's also really important and will help a lot. So earthing is getting out there and getting your feet in the dirt. It is hugging a tree. It is digging in the dirt. It is wading in the ocean. It is allowing that earth's energy to come up and heal you, because the earth is incredibly healing. And what they've done is they've insulated us from Mother Earth. They've put people in cities. They've put rubber on the bottoms of our shoes. If you look at these wealthy people, they're wearing shoes that are leather patent. So they can pull in all of that energy from the earth, right? All of those wonderful, wonderful negative ions that come up and they heal us. The earth's heartbeat, the earth's vibration, all of that healing. But what we do is we buy cheap shoes and we put rubber on the bottoms of our feet and we insulate ourselves from the earth. Many people live in the cities, they live in apartment buildings, they're up in the air, they're so far removed from the earth. It's just, we've been really far removed. So yes, please do take a walk in nature, go barefoot, wade in the water, dig in the dirt, bring plants into your home. If you're good at it. I mean, you probably see my poor little plant back here. Shameful. It's shameful. This house used to be full of plants, and then I did some adding on, and it cooled the temperature in my house a lot, and I do struggle to have plants thrive in my home. But yeah, if you have a green thumb and you can bring plants into your home, bring that vibration into your home. I do great with outside plants. Unfortunately, we have winter like 8 months of the year here. So, but I have a nice green thumb with outside plants, and I love digging in the dirt. I love sitting on the lawn. I love going to the lake, wading in the ocean, taking a walk in the woods, sitting up against a tree. All of those things. Earthing is so important. If you have your own home, you can use copper wire. It would take you getting a drill and doing a little bit of stuff, but you can ground your bed with copper wire into the earth. So you receive the earth's healing while you sleep. And when we sleep, we heal, right? So that is something that you could also do. So there's earthing. A lot of people will bring sand into their home in a bucket, and they'll sit even in winter months, and they just sit in the living room watching TV or reading a book or whatever, and they'll submerge their feet into the sand. So earthing is really good for us. But there is also spiritual grounding, and that is like the biggest difference, right? As far as our ascension symptoms. What we are doing here at this time is we are grounding, and what we've always been doing here is grounding heaven into earth. And many people are discombobulated these days. We have all of these frequencies going on. Like I said, we're disconnected from the earth. And on top of that, we have all of this electromagnetic frequency. The houses today have electric stoves, microwaves, coffee pots, washers, dryers, computers, more than one generally, smart TVs loading their house, one in every room practically, stereo systems, DVD players, surround sound. I mean, the list is extensive. Cell phones, so we're getting a lot of EMFs. So all of that stuff puts positive ions into your home, into your space. And that can cause fatigue, that can cause headaches, that can cause you to just not feel good. So what you need to do is get the negative ions back into your space. And you can do that by pulling crystals into your home. Now, I know that you might all be thinking, oh, crystals can be expensive. They can be. Size doesn't matter. So you can start getting pocket stones, okay? You can go to your local crystal shop and you can get some nice little pocket stones, and you can bring them in and you can grid your house with it. You can scatter them around your house. You can put them under your pillow. Please do make sure that you clear them. So you can put them in dirt and stick them under the moonlight. Let them set outside for 30 days. You can put them on the windowsills and let the moonlight cleanse them and clear them on full moons. You can give them a tepid bath, just tepid, not cold, not hot, under the faucet, as long as it's not a mineral, okay, you guys, because minerals will melt. And but just tepid, and you just feel it, and you feel until it runs clear. You know, make sure that you get any energy off of them. Put your own intentions into them. Only the highest vibrational energy is welcome in your home. And put that intention in, that you are bringing this crystal in for healing purposes, for high vibrational purposes, to lend your home good energy and yourself good energy. So crystals are a great way to lift the vibration of your home and yourself. You can wear them. You can put them in your pocket. You can put them under your pillow. You can grid your bed with it, grid your house with it, stick them around your house, right? That helps bring the earth's energy back into your space. Salt lamps put positive ions back into the air, help clear space. Using selenite and smoky quartz, or selenite and black tourmaline near your high frequency zones where you've got your TV and your I was going to say VCR, shows my age, and your DVD set up, where your computer station is. You know, those things can help transmute that energy, right? So you want to create a nice space for yourself. So yeah, bring that earth energy in. Bring plants in if you're good with that. Crystals if you're good with that. Keep your space clean, and clutter free if you can. It vibrates higher and it will make you feel better. It just does. It's aesthetically pleasing too. So there's those things that you can do, right? That'll all help raise your frequency. Lifting your frequency is important because your ascension symptoms will be less, okay? So if we're here grounding heaven into earth, as I somehow got lost. We're here grounding heaven into earth. We're supposed to be. But we have become discombobulated by the disconnection of the earth and all of these EMFs and other things that we're living with, and we're not taught how to be spiritually grounded. So this is just a visualization, and I'm going to walk you through a spiritual grounding practice that you can do every day. Now, you'll want to do this if you're suffering with ascension symptoms. Ascension symptoms can be muscle and body aches. You could be getting flu-like symptoms. You could have headaches. You could be getting dizzy. There's a whole bunch. You could feel like something's wrong all the time. You could have nervousness happening within you. Your heart could be racing. There's a lot of things that can be happening when we're going through ascension symptoms. So being spiritually grounded really helps with that. So I'm just going to walk you guys through a visualized meditation so that you can be spiritually grounded. Now, when we're spiritually grounded, we understand these messages that are coming in from the divine. We understand them much better. So things stop feeling like anxiety. They stop feeling like, oh, something's wrong. And they start feeling like, oh, I'm getting a download. I understand what I'm seeing. I understand what I'm hearing. It also, it just, you'll feel the centering. You bring yourself back in to your body. Many people are up here somewhere. Their spirit's up here somewhere. And it's disconnected from their physical body, right? And it's really quite like driving drunk. It creates a degree of not being present. You see a lot of people being highly distracted. They can't carry on a conversation. They can't listen. They can't listen to you. They just want to talk about, they're just thinking about what they want to say next. Because they're distracted. They're not grounded. They're not spiritually grounded. So there's a lot of things that transpire with not being well physically grounded, spiritually grounded. So I'm going to walk you all through this. You can do this whenever you're feeling off. You can make it a habit. It's a habit of mine. I just spiritually ground. I work with energy all the time. I move energy all the time. It's what I do. So it's very important for me, if I'm constantly working with the heavens, right, that I maintain that level of spiritual groundedness, because I could very easily become ungrounded in a hot minute. So for me, it's a habit. I do it all the time, regularly, just to keep myself in check. And I feel a lot better. I mean, I feel better being spiritually grounded in every way, okay? So if you all just want to kind of relax your shoulders, relax your neck, get your feet planted on the floor, take some nice breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Get yourself relaxed. Close your eyes. From your sacrum, the lower part of your back, just above your tailbone, I want you all to envision a giant chain. This chain is so big. It's so big. It's so powerful. It is so powerful. And at the bottom of this chain, there's this giant metallic ball. And you can make this ball look any way you want. Mine is just sparkly and pretty, but it's this giant metallic ball, right? And from that lower part of your back, just above your tailbone, your sacrum, you're going to see this chain with this beautiful ball drop out of your back and hit the floor. Now, this chain is ongoing. It's never going to run out. You're always going to have tons of chain, right? It's within you, and you have as much of it as you need. Once you physically see that ball hit the floor, and it's there, I want you to now see that ball drop. And that ball is going to drop through your floor, through your basement. It's going to hit the ground. It's going to hit the earth. And you see it hitting the dirt. Once you see that hitting the dirt, now I want you to envision that ball traveling fast. It is moving at high speed, and it is going through the earth. It's plowing a path all the way through the earth. And it's going to the center of the earth, where there is another ball. And this ball is giant, way bigger than your ball, and it is metallic. Your ball travels through the earth. It travels so fast. It travels through the lava. It travels so fast. And then it hits this giant metallic ball. Boom. And it's magnetic. They are locked in. They are together. They are one. And you are spiritually grounded. And that is so simple. It's so simple. So it's just visualizing that, keeping yourself spiritually grounded, right? That really is going to go a long way for ascension symptoms. You can also carry grounding crystals. Like I said, size doesn't matter, so you don't have to spend $400 on this giant piece of smoky quartz. You can go to your crystal shop and spend $5 on a pocket stone. Smoky quartz, black tourmaline, tiger eye. There's a whole list of grounding stones that you can get. Carry them in your pocket, put them in your bra. You can incorporate the jewelry on your body. So those things will also help keep you well grounded, right? So being well grounded during these shifts is very important. It's very important. It's going to help a lot. It's going to help a lot. So there's that, okay? So a couple of years ago, when I first started this channel, I did a video because my guides had shown me that the world, well, my guides showed me people and showed me people as candles and showed me people as candles with nice flames. Some people had nice flames. Some people had big flames. Some people really radiated light. Some people had little flames. But everyone was a candle. And then they showed me the pandemic coming in. And they showed me this wind blowing. And so many people's candles blew out. It was so sad. It was one of the saddest things just sad. So I did a video on shining our lights. And I did that a couple years ago during the pandemic. But it's kind of a basic crash course on things that you can do to keep your vibration high. So, it talks about lighting candles. It talks about meditation. It's just a basic crash course, but it can help. Positive affirmations, retraining the brain, staying in the love vibration, as we all talk about. All of these things will lift your vibration. And, choosing positivity over negativity. Choosing not to gossip, choosing not to get sucked into the negative things. Unplugging is important. Not listening to the news all the time, and even not like delving into all of this truther stuff all the time either. It's one thing to open ourselves up. This is the Great Awakening, right? Our consciousness is opening. This is a spiritual awakening, and it's a conscious awakening. But too much of anything can become a bad thing. And so it's one thing to pull these things into our consciousness and be aware of them. And it's another thing to be inundated with them, okay? So be careful what you take in. Be discerning. I went back, I copied the link to that video, and I'm gonna put it in the description. I think I can do that, and I'm going to do that. So you can go into the description and you can listen to that video as well. But there are things, vibrating higher, keeping your home vibrating higher will keep you vibrating higher, which if you're vibrating higher, you're not going to be as affected by these, by the lifting of the vibration, because you're already going to be vibrating there. So, there's lots of little things that we can do, and it really, keeping ourselves and keeping our homes vibrating high are very important. So like put some little bells on your doors, do little things that will help keep the energy clear and lifted. And I go into a few things in the video that I'm going to link in the description here. So there's all of that, okay? Stay in that love vibration. Keep healing yourself. Self-care. Self-care is very important. Take the time to take a bath. If you need time alone, spend time alone. Do something enjoyable. It's important. Laugh. It's important. Dancing. Dancing helps heal that root chakra. That root chakra, gives us that feeling of safety. And dancing and moving your hips really helps heal that root chakra. And so many people hold trauma there. So, self-healing. Listen, I self-heal every single day. You don't have to be a Reiki master to do this. You don't have to be attuned to Reiki to self-heal. We all have healing centers in our hands. All of us. Get them going. Get them going. And place your hands on your body and allow the healing to begin. Set the intention. Set the intention that you're healing, that you're pulling in universal energies to heal and lift your vibration. We are magical, you guys. All of us are magical. They have tried to make us believe we're not, because they want to use our magic against us and have us working for them for free, as I always say, right? But we are magical, and we can set the intentions to self-heal, to lift our vibrations, to clear our auric field, to lift our consciousness, to open our hearts. So it starts with us. So we want to pull in all of that love. We want to connect to those feelings of love and of joy. We want to feel that inside of us. We want to see that radiating out of us. We want to see that going out into the world, right? And then we talk about the visualized healing, sending that into the earth and watching that. But we always have to heal ourselves first. Our cup has to be full, right? So all of these things are important during this shift. It's important for people. It was important for people 30 years ago that we're having a spiritual awakening. It's important today. It's important today. So, we're in the Great Awakening. That means the veil is thinning. I'm sure some of you have heard people talking about the veil thinning for years and years and years on a spiritual level. But this is the Great Awakening. It's a conscious wake-up call. It's a spiritual wake-up call. The veil, the illusion of what we've been living in the 3D world, that veil is thinning. So we're seeing clearer in the 3D world, right? And the spiritual veils are thinning. So many people are waking up. Their third eyes are opening. Their crown chakras are opening. Their kundalini is rising. And it is causing ascension symptoms. And that can make you not feel good. So a lot of self-care. Make sure that you're well hydrated. Take good care of your body. Take good care of yourself. Self-love. And do your earthing. Do your spiritual grounding. Do things to help yourself and your home vibrate higher. Stay in a positive mind frame. Don't think about things that you don't want. Project the things that you do want. Think about those things. Hold space. Hold space for all of the people suffering. Hold space for them in your heart and your consciousness. Send them healing. But that doesn't mean that you need to know all of the gory details, okay? So having the awareness and the information and holding space, but not being inundated by it and allowing that to drag us down, that can be paralyzing, you guys. Right now there's stuff that's being shown to people. It's out there exposing some pretty bad things, and it's in videos. Be careful what you watch. Do you really need to see it? You already know it. You don't need to see it, right? So there's all of that. And like I said, I will put a link in my description of that old video that I did, just a crash course on vibration. So those are things that can help you in this time. And all the time. All the time. Staying positive goes a long way. Staying spiritually grounded goes a long way. Keeping yourself in your atmosphere vibrating high goes a long way. Okay? All right. So with all of that being said and me rambling on for 24 minutes, I am going to ask the universe what the universe wants to relay for a message in this time for all of you and anybody that is interested in what the advice is to we the people for keeping our frequencies healthy and happy, and, you know, how to maneuver during a time when the Earth's vibration is lifting and we have all this light flooding in and people are transforming, right? We're transforming. We're transforming. Our vibrations are lifting. Our hearts are opening. Our conscious minds are opening. It's transformation. So we're asking for advice from the universe via the cards. All right. And the other thing that I do is I do everything with intention. When I set up this channel, my intention was that anybody tuning in receive a healing. Not just a Reiki healing, not just a healing from the crystals and stuff that are around that I incorporate in, not just the healing from the candles that I light, but a universal healing as well, and a lift in vibration and an opening of the heart, if your soul and you so choose to accept that, because it's about free will as well. But that was the intention of me setting up this channel. The intention of me setting up this channel was to help people, to help inspire people, to help people find some universal guidance, and to spread the love, and to encourage people to spread the love, and to encourage people to spread the healing. Those were the intentions, right? And then, I got dressed today to come on and do this. I put on butterflies because butterflies represent transformation. I've got on white because white resonates with cleansing and purity. I have on my pink quartz because pink quartz resonates with love of all things. I have on yellow and pink in my shirt, yellow for joy, because joy vibrates. It's the next to the highest vibration there is. And pink, again, love. So I do everything with intention. I wear my labradorite rings all the time. They clear and cleanse our auric field. So I do everything with intention. I light a candle with intention. I go about my day with intention. And I do that because if I'm focused and I set my intentions for the day, then I'm not pulling in other people's intentions into my field. And I'm not accidentally manifesting something that I don't want to manifest. So, setting your intentions and being clear about your intentions and sticking with it, right? Okay, so now let's ask the universe, our guides, our source energy, that which loves us and has only our highest and greatest good for intentions, only and always, to give us some insight and some advice as to what they would like to say via these cards that can help us maneuver these times where energy is changing so rapidly. Now, also, before I get to laying these cards, I want to mention that somebody had commented yesterday, and I want to thank everybody that commented and gave me information on yesterday's reading. I also want to say that I got in touch with some other people, and their animals were also acting funny. So, yes, stuff has been going on. But somebody commented that when she goes into the basement, she gets dizzy. So for you particularly, I would start doing that spiritual grounding. Energetically, basements are usually very grounding because they're in the earth, right? And they're created out of either rock and dirt or cement. But also, basements don't necessarily get proper airflow. And so energy can get stuck there. So what I would do is I would do a nice cleansing on that basement with some sage. I would use some Palo Santo to bring in some nice balance afterwards. I would light some incense to pull in that feminine energy. I would light candles with intention. I would light black candles with the intention to absorb anything negative. I would light white candles with the intention to bring in bright white light. I would light pink candles with the intention to bring in love. I would light blue candles with the intention to bring in healing. I would bring in some essential oils and do the aromatherapy. I would put some crystals down there. I would vacuum. I would clean. I would start moving the energy. I'd use my hands and I'd clap to get that energy moving. I'd use my singing bowl or bells. I'd go around to all the corners of that basement and I would do that. I would probably set up a nice grid down there with selenite in the shape of a 5-point star to pull in light, right? And beside that, I would put some black tourmaline to dispel negativity, and I'd have the two touching so that the selenite is always keeping the tourmaline clean and clear. So yeah, if there's windows in that basement, I would definitely open the windows, get that airflow going through there. I would set the intention that that basement is cleansed and it is clear and it is vibrating high with love and light and protection. I would envision my entire home surrounded in a very protective bubble, well grounded into the earth's center, just like when you spiritually ground yourself, spiritually ground your home, connect your home to source energy. See that in your mind's eye. But there's a lot of things. You've probably got some stuck energy in that basement. And when you go down in there, you're sensitive to it. And the rest of the people in the house aren't. But you're sensitive to energy. I'm sensitive to energy. I know a lot of people that are. My boyfriend was doing some wiring for me, adding some outlets for me. And I came home and I walked into the house and I knew we had an electrical problem. I could feel it. And I said, turn off the breakers. Don't use those. Something's going on. I got an electrician in here. My house hadn't been set up to be able to feed that much electrical current. I was in overload. I could feel it. My boyfriend looked at me, rolled his eyes, and thought I was being ridiculous. I don't know when he's going to start listening to me. But anyway, yeah, I got the electrician in and that's exactly what was going on. This house was way overdrawn with electricity and it needed to be rectified. And I felt it. He didn't feel it. No one else that came in felt it, but I did. And so, so you're sensitive to energy. You're feeling something that the rest of them can't. So yeah, I would start doing all of that, okay? And keep yourself well grounded. All right, now back to it. I'm 33 minutes in, you guys. But this is a video about energy and how that works and keeping ourselves in a good place, right? So now let's take a peek with the cards. What does the universe want to give us for insight, clarification, information that can help people on their spiritual journey as their vibrations lift, as the earth's vibration lifts, and as all this light floods in from the heavens? What advice do you have for all of us today? The Empress, the great healer, you guys. Now remember, I have said to you, the Empress is the divine feminine. She's the divine feminine healer. Look at her. She is so powerful. She is connected to the earth. Animals love her. Children love her, right? She is very connected to the earth. She heals the earth. She heals the animals. She heals the children. She's also very connected to the divine. She opens herself up. She gets her information. She manifests her life. She is fair, loving, and kind. The universe says, connect to the earth, connect to the divine, open your heart, heal. Know that you are powerful. Know that you are. Remember who you are. Remember your origins. We all came from source. We are magic. So the universe wants us to connect to all of those things, okay? universe wants us to look out and imagine the world we want, create the world we want with our magic, which we are going to connect to via the Empress. Okay? All right. The universe says, be the Empress. Accept the shifts. Create the shifts, right? We can create the shifts. We need to open our hearts to them, accept them, see them as blessings, use our power to create the shifts that we need to manifest the world that we want for the highest and greatest good of all, passionately. All right? The energy driving this entire reading is sharing and caring. Open our hearts, share, care, do the things that are right. Being in those vibrations, you guys, lifts your vibration. When your vibration is lifted, you're matching the vibrations and the frequencies coming in. So you're not affected. You don't have the Ascension symptoms. It doesn't make you sick. It doesn't make you feel bad because you are vibrating there anyway. Okay? So share, care, love your communities. Send love out into the world. Make your wishes. Make your wishes. Use your power. Get in touch with your emotions. Feel. Feel, feel, feel. Feel joy and feel love while you're seeing what it is that you want, while you know that's going to happen. Okay, that's how we manifest. That's what they want us to do. They're letting us know that, yes, we feel a little beat up. It can be hard. The shift can be hard. But we're nearing the end of a cycle. So things will be on the upswing. Okay? So that's all messages from the universe. Everything that I was just saying before that, really just keeping it open in our hearts, keeping ourselves in that love vibration, keeping ourselves in that joy vibration, using our magic for good things, keeping our house cleared and cleansed and making sure that, the energy within our home is good, keeping ourselves cleansed and cleared and making sure our energy is good, doing things with intention, setting intentions that are good, self-healing, using crystals, incorporating anything that we can into our lives to help lift our vibration. A lot of emotional healing, you guys. Emotional healing will lift your vibration. If something is making you angry and you are being triggered by something, look within. See what it is inside of you that needs love and healing. And you give yourself that. You give yourself that. Right? All of these things help create a shift. And we are shifting things. We're shifting things with our magic. So keep that in mind. If we are shifting things with our magic, we want the shift to be beautiful. We want to create that world for the highest and greatest good for all with passion. Right? So we don't want to be creating a negative world because we're living in fear, or we're running with fear, or we're stuck in depression, or, we can't get out of that. We hate the bad guys. Listen, they're horrid. We know that. They're horrid. Send them love. I know not all of you are there yet. I understand. But it heals everything. So, seriously, get into that love space. Don't walk with fear and don't succumb to hate. Don't succumb to hate. no matter how horrific and evil these people are, do not let them bring you down to their level. Okay? We're more than that. We come from source. We're magical. And we're more than that. All right, you guys. I hope that you found some value in this. Always a pleasure. Let me know. Let me know. If you did find value in this, please do let me know. Until next time, you guys. Please do. I keep looking down. I see that little note. Please do like, share, subscribe if you haven't. If you want to see more of my videos. If you want to see all of the videos when they come out, go into the subscribe and then hit the all notifications. Even if it's already highlighted, you have to hit it. And then, yeah, share the video, comment. All of these things help the algorithm. They help the intentions get out there. They help the message get out there. They help me. It's very helpful. So if you do find value in these videos, can you please do that for me? Until next time, much, much love. Many, many blessings from me to all of you. The next video I do is going to be on free energy. So that should be fun. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, you guys, until next time, many, many blessings. Much, much love from me to all of you. All right, bye.